Assalamu alaikum everyone. I hope you are having a wonderful time. In this video, I'm going to show you how SQL injection can work and you can get wrecked easily by it. So I have just created a simple form in Windows Form. Uh, that is a C# thing, right? So what I'm doing is, right, if you can see, I'm just connecting to the database through this connection string, and then I'm a boiler code, and here if you can see, right, so first is the method that I'm going to show you, the insecure SQL method that I have written right now. So what I'm doing is I'm just creating a normal SQL query, select count string from login table where username is equal to tbt and password is equal to whatever. Okay, so it will uh, so the thing is, when I will click on this login button, it will take data from both these text boxes and put them in this query, put them in this query login, and it will just check if the this execute scalar will check if this query is returning anything, right, any number of rows. If it returns anything, I'm just showing that login is successful, and if it doesn't, then I'm showing just wrong credentials. So let's start the application. If you can see here, I have only one user in this login table, and the username is admin and the password is password. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write the credentials, and let's just see what happens. Here's it's saying login successful, because when the query runs, it sees if this matches and it returns a row, and we get the row. All right, so let's say I have written something wrong. It will say me wrong credentials, right? Like I have written the code. uh, Same is if I have the same if I have a correct username but a wrong password, it will give me wrong credentials. Now look what I'm going to do. I'm going to write this, and then or, and then 1 is equal to 1, and then I'm just commenting out, like I'm just writing these two hyphens. Actually, if I'm going to explain, this hyphen is the comment in SQL. Now let's say I have uh, no username, right? It should give me wrong credentials because it isn't matching from anything, right? So let's see if I run this, if I log in. What it is doing? It's saying login successful, but this shouldn't happen, right? If you know about SQL injection, then you should know that this is a payload, and it will just make your query run, like it will make it run. It will give the result, because it always comes true, and when you combine it with or, then the whole condition comes true. And this is just command that it will uh, like make your rest of the statement a command. Like if you can see, this get pasted here, so it is over for your SQL statement and anyone can hack into your account. It gets even more worse, but like let me show you. I have here, if you can look, I have a test TB, right? Now look what will happen if I press semicolon here, and then I will write drop table and write the name of the table, test TB. Now look what is going to happen. I think you already know. So it still says login successful, But now let's see what happened. If I'm going to uh, drop table test db, let me put the semicolon here, and now let me run it. Login successful, and now let's check what will happen. Test db, drop table test db. Look here, where's that test db table gone? Let's bring that back again. Where's that test db table gone? Let's create one new table, and I'm going, okay, this is a new table. I'm going to name it uh, anything, right? I'm going to name it anything, and I'm going to update. What is happening? Wait. So obviously it is very dangerous, and we don't really want that in our code. So let's look at another code that I have written. I'm going to comment this out, and I'm going to run this secure SQL code. And if you look at this code, it isn't really much different, aside from the fact that I am putting my parameters through a function that is in command.parameters.add, and I'm getting those results into my SQL from here, SQL command. Now let's try to run this if there will be any problem here. Let's check again, admin and password. Okay, it is saying login successful. What about password? Admin username wrong. Okay, wrong credentials. What about password wrong? Again, wrong credentials. Now let's try to put up payload here. What? It isn't working anymore. You see? Uh, let's put the payload here again, and let's run it. What? It isn't getting into the login anymore. So that's how we protect our SQL queries, and it is very recommended for every developer to adopt such SQL queries that cannot be SQLly injected, you know, on which we cannot perform SQL injection. So I hope you learned something, and I'll definitely bring some interesting things like that again and again. So till then, Allah Hafiz.